We are set to bring you baseball from one of the crown jewels of the sport, venerable Wrigley Field in Chicago. Today, the third and final game in this three-game series between the Cincinnati Reds and the Chicago Cubs. Cubs baseball starts right now. Yu Darvish gets the starting nod for the Cubs in this one. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Hey, you can tell by this strikeout to walk ratio 2-to-1 that this guy is more a pitch to contact guy than a strikeout walk guy.
Ready now for Cincinnati, Adam Eaton. And as you can tell easily from the splits, he's really struggled away from their home ballpark. And now a pitch on the way. Underway now in the Sunday finale as the game's first pitch is taken for ball one. Dan, D-Row, the Cubs, as they take the field here this afternoon. They've had it going the last 10 games. They're 7-3 over that stretch, including a win last time out.
Hey, thanks, Matty. Hey, you know what, D-Row? Try to get on a kind of a little mini winning streak here. Losing the first game of this series, winning game two, and hopefully winning this series by pulling one out here today.
Yeah, Dan, they were able to shower that first loss off in the first game of this series and had a nice bounce-back game yesterday. Let's see if they can steal the series right here.
Darvish delivers the 2-0. High and away, not close. 3-0. Coming down in buckets. Cats and dogs, insert metaphor here, and the forecast is not showing any signs of relief.
You know, one of the big issues is player safety, and right now this field is getting sloppy wet, Matt, and I don't know how much more rain this field can take.
3-1.
Finally got one over. Nothing worse than starting the game with a 4-pitch walk.
The 3-1 finds the zone to fill the count. 3-2. Three-two pitch. Popped him up. Bryant over to his right. One down. A moment here to take a look at the Cincinnati Reds starting lineup in this one. Mark DeRosa, what's your take on them this afternoon on the road?
Matty, this lineup is built on one thing. Their best tool is the fact that they have amazing speed up and down the lineup. I don't even think the third base coach gives a steal sign. I think a lot of these guys have the green light. So be on the lookout for that today.
In now for the Reds, Scooter Gennett, as we take a look at the splits between April and May. First delivery to him on the way. A ball and no strikes. And set up behind the plate is Ricky Holiday, as you see the rest of our umpiring crew there.
Yeah, Dan, we got Ricky Holiday behind the dish tonight. I can't figure his zone out. He doesn't favor the hitter or the pitcher and can be a little too inconsistent at times.
D-Row, you hit the nail right on the head. I think one of the things we're looking for a consistent zone. If it's a tight zone, it's a high zone. Have the same zone. His zone fluctuates a little bit too much for my liking during the course of a game.
The 2-1 home is taken, ball 3.
I understand pitching carefully to this guy in the box, but the man on deck doesn't represent any relief either. He's going to have to go after one of these guys.
The 3-1. And he lays off here, ball 4, and he'll become the game's first base runner here with one away.
Batting third, second baseman,
Here's Brian Dozier now, and he's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for. First pitch coming. Here it is. Line drive to left. Harper is there to put it away, and the runner will be forced to retreat back to first.
Well, he hit that ball pretty well, but the only problem was that he pulled off it just a bit. The location was a little on the outer half, so he would have hit it even better if he would have stayed through the middle of the field with it.
Next will be the cleanup hitter, Joey Votto. He takes his first cuts in this one with a man at first and 2 away. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Here's a slider to start things out, looked at for ball 1. Jeanette, the runner at first with 2 gone. Two 2-0 now.
He's having a really hard time finding his rhythm and finding the strike zone. It's going to allow this offense to keyhole him in big situations. He's got to figure it out pretty quick.
Here's the 2-0. There's a knee-high pitch that catches the zone. Fastball that he's way out in front of. A swing and a miss.
You know, that can really be an effective pitch to a guy that has a lot of pop. They're up there looking for a fastball up in the zone, so if you can place it a little above it, they have a hard time getting the barrel up there.
And this one's in the dirt. Count remains full. 7th pitch of the at-bat coming up. And this pitch misses for ball 4. So that's going to move a runner into scoring position now with 2 away.
Some guys take a little time to find the zone, but with the second walk of the first inning, it might be a little more than just settling in here. Not sure how long of a leash they'll give him, but they're not going to let him walk the world out there.
Gene Segura standing in. He was among the many who failed to record a base hit in the loss yesterday. Here comes the first pitch. Now a fastball runs inside and drills him. Oh, that's gotta hurt.
Some people in the crowd don't like that, but believe me, he did not want to hit a guy in the first inning. We'll see if he can regain his control or if his control becomes an issue.
Standing in now, Gerald Franklin, as he'll take a look at ball 1. And a golden opportunity here to give his guys the lead with 3 men aboard. And this winds up inside for a ball. 2-0 now. Trying to hang a 0. Here's the pitch. 3-0 now.
Well, nothing can make you question yourself on that mound more than 3 straight balls to a guy you know that you should go right after. Sometimes you just lose the strike zone and you don't know why.
Here it is, the 3-0. It's laid off, but in there for strike 1.
Taking all the way there, and a walk could be huge here, so I wouldn't be surprised if he's got the bat on his shoulder again on the next pitch.
This is hit to third. Is he going to get out of this? He is. They get the force at second base, and the inning is over. A couple of walks, but no damage. It's on to the bottom of the first. No score on the show. Luis Castillo is on the mound for the Reds in this one. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Hey, this is a very unique pitcher. He is really tough to hit when runners get into scoring position, and that's one of the reasons why he doesn't give up many runs. We'll see if he can continue to do that in this one.
Now at the plate, George Springer. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
Center fielder, George Springer.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. They'll try and entice him with a high fastball, but he wouldn't commit. It's ball one. And guys, these Reds, as they enter play here this afternoon, they have not been playing their best baseball of late, as they've dropped 4 of their last 5.
Yeah, Matty, this is the big one right here. They split the first 2 games of this series. You want to steal one right here and be feeling good about yourself.
Yeah, Dero, I think one of the things you want to do, you get to the 3rd game, you'd like to win this series and finish it off by winning game 3. It's always nice to win a series, whether it's at home or on the road, so this is a big one for this ball club. As we look again at that double here, you can see that he was thinking too right out of the box. Smashed it down the line, and that was some great hustle to beat the throw to second to earn himself a double.
Here's Bryce Harper now. He comes in after a day of rest yesterday, so we'll see if it did him any good. Set and the pitch, and that's inside for a ball. 1-0. High and deep to right center. Hamilton going back to the track, to the wall, into the bleachers, and gone. So a big home run for him, certainly number 300 for his career.
Well, you have to appreciate what he's been able to do in his career, guys. He's truly established himself as one of the great power hitters in the game today, and this is a milestone he can be really proud of. And there are a lot of very good hitters that never got 300 dingers in their career.
Next, hub up, Chris Bryant. And as you check out his righty-lefty splits, no surprise that he hits better against southpaws than he does against right-handers. Here comes the first pitch. Comes right after him with a fastball for a strike.
Oh, that's for sure going to be a pitch he wants back. You're not going to get many balls right in the wheelhouse from a top-level arm like this.
A wave and a miss, a tick behind a good fastball. Up and the 0-2 pitch. And a changeup swung on and missed for the first down. And a chance now from the north side of Chicago to check out the Cubs starting lineup. Dan Plesac, who are you focused on?
I'm looking to see if Anthony Rizzo can turn it around. He's only picked up 1 hit in this series, and I know this. I expect a lot more from him, and I think he expects more of himself, too. This could be the game that gets him going, though. A lot of times when these guys take overs, look out, they're just about to catch fire.
Anthony Rizzo stands in now. He had a homer in the ballgame yesterday afternoon. Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. Right over the middle, knee high. One and one, the count for the Cubs' first baseman. Still only one out in the inning. Had nibbled the corner there, but missed. 2-1.
Well, I kind of wonder if he's not being as aggressive as he was before that home run. Hey, this is a guy that can burn you again, so I don't really blame him.
High in the air down the right field line. After it is eaten. 2 down. So in now for Chicago, Javier Baez looking to get on base and keep this first inning alive. First pitch of the at-bat. And a neck-high fastball that time. Now the 1-0. Is looked at for the first strike. Two balls and a strike to Javi Baez. And that's in there above the belt, so it's even now. 2-2.
Pretty good pitch to hit there that he let go. I know it's early and they're probably wanting to run his pitch count up, but he may not get another pitch like that to swing at the rest of the game.
2-2 now to Baez. And this will miss down low in the dirt, so he's worked it full now at 3-2. Gary Sanchez would be next. Now the 3-2 pitch. There's ball 4.
Yeah, the guy's been on fire lately, hitting anything close, so I think this is the way to go here. Get the bat out of his hands any way that you can.
Now at the plate, Gary Sanchez. He takes his first cuts in this one with a man at first and 2 away. He's set. Here it comes. Here's a strike.
Well, clearly this guy doesn't need many warm-up pitches because he's 98 miles an hour in the first inning. Newsflash to the offense, they better get it going.
He's ready. Here's the 0-1. On a line, that's a base hit into left field.
You don't get too many pitches a day in the big leagues, middle cut. His eyes lit up right there. This pitcher's lucky he's not getting another ball from the umpire.
Stepping in now is Mitch Haniger. As he'll take a look at the pitch too low. It's ball 1. Haniger, a California-born ball player. He was a first-round pick during the first-year player draft of 2012.
Yeah, Matty, they certainly got it right when they drafted this guy. He has turned himself into an absolute superstar. Everybody knows this guy's name, and kids are buying his jerseys.
1 ball, 1 strike, the count. check swing here as he couldn't help himself, and it's ruled strike 2. A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. Hamilton going back. Still going back. Gone! So a 3-run shot to left center. 8th home run on the season for him. And the Cubs have now opened this up to a 5-0 lead.
Wow, talk about a guy getting hot, right? Hits a bomb, hit one yesterday. Usually when he gets hot, he starts to hit them in bunches, and this could be the beginning of a very, very good hot streak.
And that brings in the power-hitting shortstop Trevor Story. Day off for him yesterday, but back out there for this one. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Sliders in for a strike.
He definitely doesn't look himself to start this one. And this lineup needs to be on the attack early and be aggressive and find a way to stay in this game.
Changeup gets him out in front for strike 2.
Hey, I love the location right there. Maybe that extra base hit was a big wake-up call to get it going.
Boy, tough to lay off, but he's glad he did. It's 1-2 now.
Boy, good inside fastball right there. Trying to tie the hitter up, trying to keep him from getting those arms extended. A pitcher's pitch.
Off-speed pitch in the dirt as he takes it for a ball.
Hey, I don't mind those pitches down below the zone trying to go for the strikeout right there. But you find yourself in a 2-2 count right here. Interested to see what he goes to.
And he fouls this one off. Now another 2-2. Swing and a little tapper. That's a foul ball. A swinging bunt to the mound. Throw in time, and they stop the bleeding as this side is retired. So a very good outburst here as 5 runs come across and allow them to take the lead. We move ahead to the top of the second now. The Cubbies are in front 5-0. Leading off the inning, Tyler Stevenson, and they'll need him to get something going here.
Lots of baseball left in this one as we're still early on, but you don't want to fall too far behind. They're already down by a bundle, and one of the things you want your leadoff guy to get on and set the table for the big boys to start driving in some runs.
So many things run through a pitcher's mind in this situation when your offense gives you a big lead. You know you got to pot commit and get aggressive with that fastball. You got a smile on your face because you have the lead, but you want to continue to attack and try and stay in this game as long as possible.
Here's a late swing and a miss, strike 2. Here's Darvish on 0-2. That misses. 1-2.
I have no issue wasting a pitch on 0-2 to try to get a guy to go fishing, but it has to be somewhat tempting. You're not going to get anyone to swing a bat at that pitch.
The 1-2. Fouled away. Here he comes again, 1-2. Struck him out.
Okay, here's how the Cubbies are lining up defensively. And guys, the thing I want you to take a look at today is in today's game, the new age, everyone wants to move around. This manager does not like to shift a lot. Maybe a step to your right or left, but there's a lot of trust that the pitchers are going to execute. So let's see how it works out for them in this one.
So here's the Reds pitcher, Luis Castillo. He'll get to take his first cuts here. First pitch coming. Here it is. Comes right after him with a fastball for a strike. One out, nobody on. In there at the knees, 0-2 now. Two, here it is. And he struck him out as well. So the bottom of the order providing little resistance here, and there are 2 away. So back-to-back strikeouts for him here to start the inning. And as we take a look at the Cubs leaders in that department, you can see he's right at the top leading this Chicago roster. Here's Billy Hamilton standing in. He'll work on keeping this top of the second alive. Ready. Here's the first offering. Almost a worm burner as he misses on a low fastball. Ball 1. Now the 1-0 is going to be a drag bunt. He gets it down. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. Reds are down in order. They can't chip into that 5-0 deficit. So here now is the pitcher, Yu Darvish. He's set to lead off the home half of the second.
Even though they're up by a boatload early on in this one, you can't get complacent and get lazy. They got to keep the gas pedal down because this team that they're playing can strike and score a lot of runs too.
First pitch hacking here, and that's the first strike. Swinging strike, and now it's 0-2. Cubs pitcher at the plate trailing with a 1-2 count.
That's great recognition right there on the part of the hitter. Not many guys lay off that one. That was a classic strikeout pitch. The 0-2 good changeup with some depth.
The 1-2. Looked at for ball number 2.
He went with the off speed there once he got him to 0-2, but now that they both missed, I think we'll see more of a challenge pitch here. You don't have to give in, but you can't be too cute either.
Here now the 2-2. He's swung on and missed, strike 3.
Okay, here's how the Reds are lining up in this one. And let's focus our attention on first baseman Joey Votto. I don't think this guy gets enough credit for his defense because he's so dynamic on the offensive side, but one of the most prepared players in our sport, and half of that is definitely attributed to the defensive side of the ball.
Ready now, George Springer. He scored a run after stroking a double in his first at-bat. First delivery to him on the way. And he takes ball 1.
That's the kind of pitch that reminds me of many reasons why I wasn't a very good hitter. This thing was inside and coming in hot, and he just gave a stone-cold take. I'm bailing out of the way if I'm in the box, no doubt about it.
A 2-ball, no-strike count to the Cubs center fielder. Here it comes, 2-0. Tough slider down low for a strike.
That's a nasty pitch right there. You got to tip your hat as the hitter. You get a nasty slider like that, there's nothing you can do. Actually a quality take.
The 2-1 home. All even at 2-2. Swing and a miss on the changeup, and there are 2 gone.
He's looking a lot sharper and has settled in here in the second inning. It'd be hard not to because that first inning was pretty much a mess. But I give him credit for letting it go and making some really good adjustments.
Here's Bryce Harper now.
And that last at-bat when he went deep, he turned around a pretty good fastball. So I'm kind of thinking this guy's a good fastball hitter. So I might want to move that ball up and down and in and out and try not to throw it right down the middle of the plate.
First 2 men in the inning have both gone down via the punch-out, so we'll see if he can fare any better.
Going back to that last AB, that was the express. That was an upper 90s fastball that he turned around. So I think with this guy, you might want to try to incorporate some more off-speed pitches.
1-1. Pulled high in the air out to right field. Eaton is under it. And the inning is over. Cubs are down in order as they're unable to add to their 5-0 lead. In now is Adam Eaton as we are all set to begin the 3rd inning in this one. Here's the first pitch to him. Missed with a slider. Now the 1-0 is a missed drag bunt attempt for a strike.
Trying to make something happen there with a drag bunt. Couldn't get it down, but I like that he waited a pitch to give it a try. Sometimes that will back the defense up a bit if they're anticipating it on the first pitch of an AB.
1-1. Skied down the left field line. And this will wind up a foul ball. The 1-2. Lifted in the air to straightaway center. Springer has a read on it. Makes the play, 1 away. And with 1 away, let's give you a look at the standings in the NL Central entering play as you see where these 2 teams sit in relation to one another. Coming to the plate now, Scooter Gennett reached base via the walk in his first plate appearance. From the stretch, here's the pitch. High pop-up. Rizzo shading to his right. And he makes the catch for the second out. Here's Brian Dozier now. Hit it hard but lined out in his first at-bat. First offering on its way. And he lays off there 1-0. Inside, and he falls behind the hitter now 2-0. 2 out, nobody on. The 2-1. Popped him up. Rizzo moving to his left. And he brings it in on the warning track. 1-2-3 go the Reds. Need to get it going soon. It's 5-0. Here's Chris Bryant now. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Here comes the first pitch. There's a knee-high pitch that catches the zone.
I guess the game plan from the offensive standpoint today coming into this one was they were going to work the counts. They've been super patient at the plate in the early goings of this game, and they've got the lead looking for more.
Got him to swing out of his shoes on that one. 0-2.
There's a called strike on a changeup, not a particularly good one. That changeup up in the zone like this oftentimes gets hit very hard. Was able to get away with it that time, but if he's going to be successful, he's going to need to get that changeup down in the zone around the knees.
And he misses there. 1-2. And this is lifted high in the air down the right field line. Eaton on the move, but no chance to run it down. It's a foul ball. Looking to punch him out again, the pitch. And he takes strike 3 called on the fastball. 1 gone. So with 1 gone, let's take a look at the standings in the National League Central as we see where the Reds find themselves entering play today. So 1 gone in the inning, and that'll bring up the first baseman, Anthony Rizzo. First delivery to him on the way. Swung on and missed. Outclassed by that fastball for a strike. And a pitch in the dirt as he lays off. It's 1-1. Fastball down near the shoe tops. Easy there, big fella. 2-2.
You know, from a hitter's perspective, you get pounded in, and then he throws a nasty changeup away. Is the mindset to tell yourself that he's going to go in and out all day long, or is he going to double up? That's the cat and mouse we're seeing right now.
Lifted the other way out to left center. Franklin moving to his left. And he brings it in for the second out of the inning. Settling in now, Javier Baez. He scored after reaching on a walk in his first at-bat. First offering on its way. And that one right down Main Street.
He's been getting lit up all game, and there's a common denominator. He keeps missing right down the middle of the plate. Case in point with that last one.
A windup and the 0-1. A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. And it's gone as they add still another. Solo home run there for Javi Baez. Home run number 9 on the year. As they pile on, it's now 6-0.
Wow, nothing more demoralizing than giving up 3 home runs in the first 3 innings of a game. There's having a guy's number, and then there's absolutely owning him. This could be the latter.
Into the box, Gary Sanchez. And it's grounded just foul down the line. 1 for 1 after a single his first time up. On its way, the 0-1 pitch. And a fastball just a bit high. A wave and a miss, a tick behind a good fastball. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And it's fouled away. Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. Cubs tack on another courtesy of this solo home run. 3 complete from Wrigley Field, and this is now a 6-0 ball game. In is Joey Votto now. He starts the inning, and Dan, they're down 6 in the early going, so what do they need to do to claw back into this thing?
Well, first of all, Matt, I think they need to start to get some base runners. It's hard to be patient when you're down by 6, but base runners are the key to getting back into this one.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. And a curveball that time that broke too low. The 1-0 home. Finds the zone, strike 1. And a slider misses here. 2 balls and a strike.
Well, that's a great take there, right there, on that slider down and in. That's one of the toughest pitches to lay off of as a hitter. That hard breaking ball coming down and in at the back foot. A tough take on a good pitch.
Yanked hard, but foul to the right. The 2-2 is laid off, and the count runs full.
If you're ever going to see a position player go to the mound, it's going to be in a situation like this. Get him to relax a little bit, focus on his mechanics, and get that fastball back in the zone. Can't allow this guy to lead off walk.
Now the 3-2 pitch. And this is fouled at the plate. He's set. Here's the 3-2. Hit hard on the ground to second. Throw to first in time. 1 gone here in the 4th. At the plate, Gene Segura. He's got to be looking for vengeance after getting plunked in his last at-bat. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Looks at a curveball over the inside corner. The 0-1. Here's a cutter that's off the plate. 1-1. Hit on the ground out to short. Scooped up on the backhand. On to first, and a good stretch over there is going to get him by a step for the second out. Digging in now, Gerald Franklin. And Dan, it seems like this starter is just dominating the game right now. Feels like we're seeing a lot of 3-up, 3-down innings.
No doubt about that, Matt. Hey, I've enjoyed watching him go about his business, but I'm also interested to see if this offense can figure out a way to get a couple of cracks in his armor before it gets too late.
Yeah, that remains to be seen. Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. And this is taken outside for ball 1. And maybe a little frustrated on the mound here as the fastball misses for ball 2 now.
Now, when you've got a 6-run lead out there, there's no reason not to go right at guys. You have to keep attacking the zone.
A swing and a shot hit down the corner. And that nearly would have gotten him on the board. Instead, it's a long foul ball. He's set, and the 2-1 pitch. Line shot to second, but it's caught, and the side is retired. Reds are down in order. They won't make a dent in a 6-0 deficit. Stepping in now is Mitch Haniger.
Yeah, that last at bat, Daddy, he turned that fastball around. He didn't hit it a ton. He didn't hit it a country mile. But, hey, listen, a home run is a home run.
First pitch on its way. And that misses for ball 1. And he takes a cold strike 1. Line drive to center field. Hamilton is there, and he has it for the first out.
Well, we've mentioned the conditions aren't ideal with the rain coming down, and that can make every play a little bit of an adventure. You really have to concentrate, and he did there to haul it down.
And that brings in the power-hitting shortstop, Trevor Story. Here's the first pitch to him. A ball and no strikes.
Counts 1-0.
Not close. It's 2-0.
That was one of the easiest takes he'll have all year, and it puts him in a great hitter's count. He's got to take advantage of this situation.
Now the 2-0. A swing and a miss, strike 1.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Now the 2-1 pitch. He's in there for strike number 2. Now a swing and a high fly ball. This one out to deep left center field. And my gracious, the merry-go-round continues. He's served up yet another home run. A solo home run here off the bat of Trevor Story. Home run number 9 on the year as this lead swells to 7-0. And we've seen 4 round trippers from these guys so far. Dan, D-Row, what do you make of all this?
Dan, they're absolutely knocking the cover off the ball. I'm curious to get your take on this. I didn't find it to be the truth. I didn't mind hitting at night. But a lot of guys say they see the ball better during the day.
You know what's funny, D-Row, is I preferred to pitch in night games as opposed to day games. I always thought it was advantage to the hitter, and so far that looks like it's the case in this one right here. They must be seeing the ball really well because they're just absolutely smoking the baseball right now.
Tyler Mahle answers the call from the pen here in the 4th as they didn't get the outing they were hoping for from their starter. Stepping in now, Yu Darvish. As the first pitch misses high and inside for ball 1. Bases are empty, 1 man out. And they won't get him to chase the curveball in the dirt that time, and it's 2-0 now. Too tight with that one. 3-0.
It's amazing how guys can lose focus sometimes when the weaker hitters come up, especially the pitchers. You got to stay on the attack and minimize pitches and get these guys out in a hurry.
Here's the 3-0. 3-0 fastball's in for a strike. The 3-1. Timing just a tick off there as this one's fouled off to the right. Swing and a miss, and they come back from a 3-0 count to sit him down on strikes, and there are 2 gone. There's the look at the final line for the Reds starter. Not the day he was hoping for when he took the mound. Here's George Springer. He struck out swinging in his last trip to the plate. First pitch on its way. And this will be fouled away. 2 out, nobody on. Now Springer belts one, carrying well out to left. And gone. An absolute bomb. A solo home run here off the bat of George Springer. Number 11 for him on the season as they've widened this lead to 8 now. And now Bryce Harper. As he'll watch one miss down and in for a ball. 1-0. 1 for 2 in the ball game thus far. Now the 1-0. Squared that one up just a little late. 8 runs, just 7 hits. No errors so far for the Cubbies. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. Now this one is blasted to left field, and there's no doubt about it. Back-to-back jacks. A solo home run off the bat of Bryce Harper, the 301st of his career, as they've pushed this lead up to 9 now. In now, Chris Bryant.
This guy has been unbelievable. There were billboards outside Wrigley while he was still in AAA, and what does he do when he shows up? Rookie of the Year, MVP. I mean, get in line.
No hits to this point. The windup and the 0-1. Good changeup that time, but he wouldn't bite on it. 3 runs already home here. And that one just missed outside.
We've seen him go down on strikes more than once in this game, so this has been a better approach by him at this at-bat. Much more patient, and he's gotten himself into a good hitter's count.
Into the windup. Here's the 2-1 pitch. Right side, but it's going to be a foul ball. The 2-2. Doesn't get the zone. Count full now. Now the 3-2 pitch. Count still full, 3-2. Swings and crushes it. Oh my, there is no doubt about this one, and they've done it again. Back to back to back home runs. Chris Bryant leaves the yard with a solo shot. Home run number 9 on the year as they just continue to pour it on here.
Well, this is amazing right here. 3 home runs in a row. I've actually been a part of a similar situation sandwiched in between Rafael Furcal and Gary Sheffield back in the early 2000s. What a moment. All the boys are going nuts. For 3 guys to do it, it's pretty special.
Takes a look down at the knees for a strike. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. And it's 1-1.
Well, this inning pretty much has been one to forget for him, but he's still out there, and it's only going to get worse if he dwells on it and lets the frustration take over. Easier said than done, though.
The 1-1 is a fastball in off the plate for a ball.
Well, I think he just kind of lost focus on the mound right there. It's clearly not going his way, and he's thinking more about that than the task at hand. And right now he needs to think about this hitter.
Now the 2-1 pitch. Swing, line drive. That's going to be trouble. Rizzo will head for second. And he'll make it to second base now with 2 gone.
Man, that swing looked like self-defense than a real quality swing. But, hey, he muscled it out there, and it was enough to get him safely to second. Those are the kind of hits that will drive you nuts as a pitcher.
Here's Javier Baez, as he'll take a changeup here for strike 1. Runner in scoring position with 2 gone.
Yeah, in his last at-bat, he hit a changeup out for a home run. So it'll be interesting this AB to see if they give him a steady diet of fastballs.
Sets the target low here, and it misses 1-1.
He certainly has an open base down there, but you don't want your defender standing flat-footed for much longer.
The 1-1 pitch. Got a big pass at a slider that gets past him. Four runs here in this half inning. Swing and a liner. Foul. And he strikes him out here, so he's able to stop the bleeding a bit as the side is retired. Another good inning for the Cubs here, and you don't need me to tell you that these folks don't need much of a reason to have a good time. More to come on the show Sunday Baseball after this. Now batting, Tyler Stevenson. He's 0 for 1 thus far.
We're moving through the middle of this ball game right now. If they want to get things going, how about trying to get some base runners on or at least get a base hit? They don't have any hits going into this part of the game.
First pitch of the inning is taken low and away for a ball. It's 1-0. The 1-0 is laid off of down and in. 2-0. Down low, and the plot thickens here. 3-0.
Well, knowing the threat this guy poses if he gets on base, I think the next pitch should be a challenge pitch. You don't want to give guys that can run a free chance to cause havoc out there, especially the leadoff guy.
And a good eye here as he takes ball 4, and it's a base on balls to lead off the 5th inning.
They haven't been able to register a hit against this guy, but at least they have a base runner here. We'll see if that leads to something.
Stepping up now, Tyler Mahle. First at-bat of the game for him here in the 5th, as he was a late entrant into this one. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And that one stayed too low, apparently. Good cut fastball in there. 1-1. The 1-1 is in there for the second strike.
Wow, not sure what you're looking for right there, but that one was pretty much middle, center cut. Tough pitch to take.
The 1-2 is a wave and a miss. He struck him out.
That was some nice execution on that pitch. Spotted it nicely down around the bottom of the zone. And when you do that, especially with 2 strikes, not a lot of guys are going to hurt you. You're going to get a lot of ground balls and swings and misses down there.
Here's Billy Hamilton standing in. Batting left-handed here as he takes a look at strike 1. Comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike. Stevenson stands at first with 1 out. Way outside, nearly to the backstop. 2-1. And it's 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Here now the 2-2 is swung on and missed. He got him. Still a little early to start talking about these things. There you go, right there. A big goose egg in that hit column, worth keeping in mind as we get later into the afternoon. Back to the top of the Reds lineup now, and stepping in, Adam Eaton. 0 for 2 on his line thus far. First pitch coming. Here it is. And the slider stayed low, apparently, for a ball. Here's the 1-0. And he couldn't pull that one back as he clearly broke the plane to the plate, and that will be ruled a strike. A runner on first with 2 away. And this ball runs away for ball 2. 2-1. He's fallen behind now. 3-1.
No reason to sit on anything other than hard stuff in a location you like and drive it right now.
Too close for comfort, and he did a good job just to make contact.
Full count with 2 outs now, so if he could put the ball in the gap somewhere, he could have a good shot of driving in a run because the runner at first will be in motion.
Now the payoff pitch home. Oh, and look out as this runs in and gets him. The second man he's plunked in this one.
Well, as a leadoff man, the team looks for you to get on base any way you can. This isn't the preferred route, at least for him, but hey, they'll take it.
Into the box now, Scooter Gennett. This will take a look at a slider here that finds the zone for strike 1. And we'll see what he can do here with a pair of runners on base and 2 gone here in the 5th. The 0-1 on its way. Looks at a curveball on the outside corner. Gennett is a player referred to as clutch by teammates, coaches, and of course the media. He seems to find himself in pressure situations often, and it's hard to find many instances where those moments have gotten the best of him. It just appears he really relishes the big spot. Lifted the other way down the left field line. And that will end up a foul ball.
He was able to foul that one off, but you could tell he was definitely late. That breaking ball, the pitch before that heater right there, definitely threw his timing off.
Hard hit at third. The throw pulls him off the bag. And they will not get him at first as he's able to leg out the throw.
Well, that's always the danger when you've got a lead that's this big. You know there's not a lot of doubt about the outcome of the game, so you lose focus a little bit in the field. And sometimes as a player, you try to trick yourself into playing like it's a close game so you stay sharp.
Into the box, Brian Dozier. As he'll take a look at a slider here that misses for ball 1. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. Missed with a breaking ball.
Wow, another curve here that he can't seem to find the zone with. He's really had his share of troubles with location so far this inning.
No runs, no hits, and no errors in the game for Cincinnati thus far. Little tardy on that swing as it's well wide of first. The 2-1 pitch. Takes a curveball right on the corner. And there's one well above the zone for a ball.
For the guy on the mound, this is one of those innings where nothing comes easy. He's thrown a bunch of pitches, and this AB hasn't been any different. Definitely laboring at the moment.
And he strikes him out. So a missed opportunity at the plate as he strands 3 runners and the side is retired. 3 left for Cincinnati. Lead looks insurmountable here. They're down 10-0. Ready once again, Gary Sanchez. He'll lead things off as they look to perhaps build on an already sizable lead. First delivery to him on the way. And that misses ball 1. Here's a shot to left field and deep. Look at this. And out of here. And I mean by plenty. That ball was crushed. It's a solo shot here for Gary Sanchez. Number 10 for him on the year as this lead got even wider. Almost can't believe I'm saying this, but that was the 8th home run of the game for these guys. How about this offensive performance?
Yeah, Matt, you know what, Devo, we got up this morning for this day game here. We were expecting a high-scoring game, but, boy, we haven't been disappointed.
Yeah, you take the temperature of a lot of guys in the league. They definitely will tell you they see the ball better in the daytime than they do at night. Case in point today, ball was jumping off the bats of both lineups.
A hit and 2 tries for him so far. The windup and the 0-1. And he misses with it, 1-1. Bases are empty here, nobody out. The 1-2 is a fastball that misses. High in the air out to center field. Hamilton is under it. 1 out. And that brings in the power hitting shortstop Trevor Story. 1 run in and 1 gone so far this inning. Here comes the first pitch. There's a fastball right over the inside corner. Behind 0-2 now. And they'll try to tempt him with a curveball, but this bounces in front of the plate, and it's 1-2.
Tried to get him to chase that 0-2 curveball there, but he wasn't biting. Very well could see it again here, though.
1 out, nobody on. Another 1-2 delivery. Oh, and he can't catch up to the fastball as he swings and misses for the second out.
Boy, that's the best pitch in baseball right there with 2 strikes. That elevated fastball. Every hitter thinks that, hey, they can do something with that, but most of the time, you get the result that you saw right there. A big swing and a miss, and another strikeout.
Stepping in now, Yu Darvish, as he will take a look at strike 1 on a fastball right down the pipe. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. Popped him up. Votto on the move. He's there to make the play, and that'll retire the side. So it's 1 run on 1 hit, which was the home run. No errors, and no one left on base. 5 innings complete. The Cubs are on top, 11-0. So now the Reds' cleanup hitter, Joey Votto. He got on top of one and was a ground-out victim last time.
This one doesn't look good so far. Down by a boatload as we enter the middle innings. It's about time they get something going, and the last thing you want to do is fall behind where you have to score a bunch in the 8th and 9th inning.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. High in the air and drifting out to shallow center. Springer has a read on it, and that's the first out of the inning. Gene Segura standing in. He was a ground-out victim last time up. He's ready. Here's the first offering. The fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0. Ready with the 1-0 pitch. I had him lunging at that pitch away, and it's 1-1 now.
You see that swing right there? You know what that tells me, boys? That this pitcher is doing his job right here. But also, the offense is obviously not picking anything up today.
Grounder hit hard down the first baseline. And the Reds have their first hit of the game. Stepping in, Gerald Franklin. Here's the first pitch to him. There's a fastball that just misses. Ball 1. The 1-0 is taken, strike 1. Segura, base runner at first with 1 out. And he misses. 2-1. Now the 2-1 pitch. Fouled off. Pulled high in the air out to left field. Harper is there to put it away, and the runner will be forced to retreat back to first. Striding in once again, Tyler Stevenson. From the stretch. Here's a two-seamer inside to start the at-bat. It's 1-0. A 1-0 delivery. Just does manage to get a piece there as this is bounced foul. 1-2. And with just 5 2/3 innings under his belt, he's about to hit the century mark in his pitch count now.
Yeah, Matty V, and the way baseball is played these days, it's about 6 innings or 100 heaves, and you're pretty much looking for that bullpen. And D-Well right now, this guy's pretty vulnerable right now at this game.
Yeah, Dan, you are a monster down that bullpen. That's what it seems to be in today's game. There's 5 or 6 of you guys hanging out down there. So he's going to empty the bucket right here until the manager gets him.
And that'll get down out there near the wall. And he's in safely to third. As also on the play, a run comes across to score.
And you can't count your chickens before they hatch. He was 1 strike away from getting out of this inning, but then he gives up that blast that brings the runner home for first, and he's not out of the woods yet.
The Chicago manager up out of the dugout now as he'll make the slow walk to the mound. And he's going to signal to the bullpen that'll be all for Yu Darvish. So his final ledger will show just 5 2/3 innings of work, but he did what he needed to do in this one. Mike Montgomery will come out and take the ball here as he'll be making his 15th appearance of the year.
Mike Montgomery.
Jose Peraza will be charged with the job of getting that guy home as he'll pinch hit with 2 gone and a runner at third. Now a fastball a bit too low here. It's ball 1. Men on third with 2 down. The 1-1 is a fastball down below the knees. 3 balls and a strike to the Reds left fielder. The 3-1. And he misses ball 4. So he comes out of the bullpen and immediately walks the first man he faces. Digging in, the switch hitter, Billy Hamilton. He went down on strikes last time up. First delivery to him on the way. Takes a knee-high fastball.
Great spot with that pitch down and away. He'll be fine coming out of the bullpen in this one if he can keep hitting that spot.
The 0-1 pitch. Popped up. Rizzo has a play, and that ends the inning. Reds will be forced to settle for just the 1. Top of the order due up in the home half of the 6th. Cubs lead it 11-1. Michael Lorenzen gets the call to pitch here, and he'll try to sort this mess out. He's going to try to at least eat a couple of innings for his guys. Here's George Springer. Head-to-head numbers against Michael Lorenzen. Just a couple of matchups, no hits in 2 at-bats. First pitch on its way. Tough slider that just catches the corner for a strike.
You know, guys, sometimes guys don't like pulling the trigger. They want to see something go by, calibrate the speed, calibrate the break, and then make their adjustments off that. Maybe that's the case right here.
One ball and 1 strike to the Cubs leadoff batter. The 1-1 home. And he fouls this one off. The 1-2 is taken for ball 2.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
And a full count to George Springer. It's 3-2. Trouble waiting on deck as Bryce Harper hits next. The 3-2 pitch. Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue. The next 3-2. And another foul ball. Another full count offering on its way. And that one misses, so the leadoff man will head down to first on ball 4 to start the bottom of the 6th. Bryce Harper will stand in looking for home run number 3 as we take it back to inning number 4. And this was his 2nd home run of the game as he's been dialed in so far in this one. First pitch coming. Here it is. Swing and a line drive. But that's a foul ball. Now a swing and a miss, and things are not looking real promising here. Down 0-2. On its way, the 0-2 pitch. Missed with a slider.
Back-to-back sliders in on the hands. He didn't handle it real well at all on the previous pitch, so why not come right back with it again? Better job of laying off that one, though.
The 1-2. A swing and a drive to center field. That one's got a chance. A leap, but this is out of reach and off the wall. And they've really got something going here. Runners at second and third to start the inning.
Yeah, it looked like the center fielder got a fairly good jump on this ball, but he just doesn't have enough hops to bring it in. And once it's by him, you know he was going to get at least a double.
Here's Chris Bryant now. As he'll watch a curveball that bends in there under his hands at strike one. Hits the fastball by him here, and he's in control. 0-2.
This is where, as a batter, you got to find a way to put something in the outfield. Get something elevated. I know you got to battle with 2 strikes and protect, but if anything is belt or above, you got to swing.
The 0-2 delivery. He struck him out. The third time he's fanned in the game.
That's the third time in this game he's gone down on strikes. Not the game he was hoping to have when he was taking batting practice, but at least his guys are ahead.
Anthony Rizzo stands in now. Head-to-head numbers against Michael Lorenzen. He's gone 2 for 8. He's set, and the pitch. A high fastball is in there. The 0-1 pitch. And boy, big problems here to start this at-bat. It's 0-2 now.
Boy, I love the way he's competing out there on the mound right now. He's got a chance to rack back-to-back Ks with 2 runners in scoring position. He's not giving in at all.
Here comes the 0-2 pitch. A little bouncer. That winds up foul. Springer on third. Harper is over at second with 1 down in the inning. A dive, but he can't come up with it in right as it skips right past him. The relay. On to third, but he's in safely as they also score a pair of runs on the play.
Definitely tried to elevate the heater right there with 2 strikes, but caught way too much of the plate. Nice execution by the hitter.
Here's Javier Baez as he'll look at a fastball in there on the outer half. It's 0-1. A hit in 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ballgame. Set to deliver the 0-1. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. A man at third with 1 away. Inside corner called as strike 1 and 2. That misses, and we're even at 2 and 2. 2-2 now to Baez. Never tempted to swing at that ball down low. It's ball 3. Gary Sanchez is on deck. Now a slider here, but this will miss off the plate away, and it's ball 4.
And with first base open, the last thing he wanted to do was give him something to hit in the heart of the zone. So no harm done. Force out anywhere now.
Trying to pick things up where he left off, Gary Sanchez. And he's got runners at the corners here with only one gone.
Yeah, man, this guy flexed his muscles on that last at-bat. We heard that he has good power. That last bomb had to go well over 400 feet. He hit it a long way.
And this pitch is taken on the inner half for strike 1. 0-1 count. Here's the pitch. Oh, and you talk about a pitcher getting the benefit of the doubt. That's low, but called a strike anyway. 0-2 now.
With 2 strikes now and a runner at first, do you go for the strikeout, or are you still looking for the double play ball?
This is a great spot to be in as a pitcher. You have 2 strikes. You can bury one for a potential strikeout. And at worst, keep the ball down in the zone. You might be able to turn one pitch into an ending double play.
Fastball misses in the dirt as he tried to get him to chase the low one.
I'll tell you, it's a helpless feeling for a manager or a pitching coach when your pitchers are having a really hard time throwing strikes. What are you supposed to do other than keep trying new guys until someone starts attacking the zone?
Swing and a miss, and they'll dodge a major bullet that time. 2 away. Got him with a good high fastball there. Danny, we see a lot of that pitch in strikeout situations these days. What makes it so effective?
I think, Matt, what makes it such a tough pitch is you're changing eye levels. That fastball up looks so enticing to hit that you see that ball as a hitter, you think you can drive it, but it's really hard to get on top of that good high hard fastball.
Hit sharply, but foul down the right side. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. One count and the pitch. High in the air out to center field. Hamilton is under it. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. So it's 2 runs on 2 base hits, no errors, and 2 men left stranded. We're through 6 full. The Cubbies are in front 13-1. Welcome back here to the historic friendly confines of Wrigley Field. This one pretty much all over, but the shouting as we check our game summary to see how we've gotten to where we are. Now back to the top of the lineup, stepping in, Adam Eaton. And he'll get us started in what's officially the back third of this one.
It doesn't look very promising so far in this one as we move into the later innings. Down by a bundle, it's time to get some base runners and hopefully a long ball to get them back into this one.
A couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. The 1-0 home is laid off for ball 2. Starting to go around there, and it'll cost him, as they say. He did swing the bat. It's 2-1. And a changeup swung on and missed for the first out.
That was aggressive pitching in that at-bat, and I like seeing that. He showed all hard stuff until the 5th and final pitch for the strikeout. When you work off your hard stuff, it really opens up your secondary pitches to be more deceptive. In now, Scooter Gennett.
as he swings and lifts it in the air out to left field.
Harper is over just a few steps to his right as he takes it for out number 2. Here's Brian Dozier now. His head-to-head history with Montgomery. Small sample, a perfect 1-for-1. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. There's a strike. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And he lays off for ball 1. Ground ball foul down the left side.
Might have been cheating for another fastball, trying to get the head to that one early. Pitcher pulled the string with a nasty breaking ball and had him a little bit out in front.
Swing and a miss, and that ends the inning. 1, 2, 3 go the Reds. And as you can see, they are way behind. Digging in, Trevor Story. And if you remember, I'm sure he does, he hit a round tripper back in the 4th. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Hit hard on the ground to second. Oh, just a brutal pop, and it goes right by him.
I'm shocked this pitcher keeps trying to attack the zone with them being so aggressive early in the count. You wonder if he wouldn't be served a little better, just kind of nibbling for a little bit early and then pounding the zone late.
Standing in now, Mike Montgomery, as he'll look at a slider that runs in too far for ball 1. And a good heater as he just watches this baby, a ball and a strike. And now a right-hander's begun to loosen up in the Cincinnati bullpen. The 1-1. Fouled away. Story aboard here at first with nobody out. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. The 2-2. This is skied into short left center. Calling for it, Franklin. 1 down. And now back to the leadoff spot in the Cubs lineup. Stepping forward, George Springer. So far 2 for 3 in this one. First pitch coming. Here it is. There's a fastball that just misses. Ball 1. The 1-0 delivery. And that one just missed outside.
He's going to have a talk with the umpire after this half inning. Because if he's not going to get those calls, he's got to come a little bit more over the heart of the plate. And that usually means damage done.
Two-0 count. The pitch is in there for strike 1.
Count is 2-1.
The 2-1. And this is down at knee level as it's chopped foul at home plate. Runners on first with 1 down. drilled to the left side. That gets through for a base hit. He's now 3 for 4 in this one.
Dan, with that single, he's now 3/4 of the way to hitting for the cycle. Toughest one still on the shelf, though. He's got to get a triple.
Yeah, you said it, D-Row. That's one of those that's either got to hit right down the line or one of those tweeners in the gap. He has enough speed, so if he can find a gap or find one down the line, maybe he can do it, and he's going to at least get one more at bat in this one.
He's set. Here it comes. A swing and a miss at a ball down.
In a double play situation, that's the location you want a guy to swing at. More than likely, he's going to beat it into the ground.
Oh, and 1 the count to Bryce Harper. And a curveball that started low and broke lower. Ball 1. The 1-1 home is taken down and in for a ball.
Well, I know the last thing he wants to do is load the bases right here, so the pressure is on right now to get back in the strike zone.
And the 2-1. Hit in the air to center field. Hamilton is back, and he'll get there to make the play for out number 2. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Chris Bryant. 2 outs and 2 runners aboard here in the 7th inning. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Takes a fastball on the inside corner. Two men are on with 2 men out. The knee buckler, and he swings and misses at it.
Hey, last pitch was 94, then you pull the string. 13 miles an hour slower right there. 81 miles an hour. You get guys in the rocking chair when you can add and subtract like that.
And look out as that fastball ran in and got him. Ouch, bang.
Yeah, there's no question that this one got away from him. He was cruising, had him down 0-2 with 2 outs, and he's going to be pretty unhappy with that. You never want to give an offense new life in an inning.
Into the box now, Anthony Rizzo, as he takes a fastball off the plate for a ball 1-0.
Love the fact that he's not scared to go right back inside with another fastball. I know he hit the last guy, but if he's going to have success, he's got to establish that pitch in.
And he looks at a slider in there, 1-1. Bases are loaded here, 2 down. And this one runs a little too far in, ball 2.
Boy, his pitch count has really spiked here in this inning. He's up to over 50 already.
Missed with a breaking ball.
He drilled the previous batter, and now he falls behind 3-1 to this guy. The last thing you can do, though, is throw a fastball middle of the plate right here.
Strike 2 called, and it's full 3-2. 3-2 pitch. And it's fouled away. Now a ball hit in the air, and this looks like it'll get him out of it. Eaton is there as he makes the catch, and they'll tightrope out of danger as he strands the bases loaded. Cubs wind up leaving them loaded, but not to fear as they hold a commanding lead. In is Joey Votto now. He's batting cleanup in this one, but will get us started here in the inning as they look to wake up the bats.
Yeah, not much to get excited about with just a single notch on the scoreboard, but you have to give credit to where it's deserved. The pitching on the other side has been really impressive.
The pitch. This is on the ground over to first. And a step on first for the out, 3 unassisted. Ready for another chance? Gene Segura. He singled his last time up. First offering on its way. In tight here with the first pitch fastball. That's 1-0. Some action out in the bullpen. Couple of right-handers starting to loosen up. And he fires in a strike this time to make it 1 ball and 1 strike.
That's a real good job of going back-to-back fastballs right there. Most of the time, a hitter will see a fastball in the inside half of the plate, and they'll just think, well, this pitcher's going to go back on the outside. But when you double up like he did right there, it sends a message to the hitter that you're not afraid to throw in that inner half of the plate.
High in the air out towards shallow right. Henniger will come in a bit and put it away for the second out of the inning. Into the box, Gerald Franklin. They're quickly down to their final 4 outs here tonight. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. 4-1. 2 out, nobody on. That's inside. 2-0. There's a knee-high pitch that catches the zone. He's fallen behind now, 3-1. Tyler Stevenson would be next. Here's the 3-1. And this is taken here for ball 4. Just the second walk he's allowed into his 8th inning of work. Digging in and looking for more, Tyler Stevenson. He tripled earlier, making him 1 for 2 in the ballgame. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Right on the corner, a fastball that he takes for a strike. Outside for a ball, 1-1. Swing and a miss, and it's a ball and 2 strikes here.
The count is 1-2.
The 1-2 misses for the second ball.
When a pitcher's close to working through a quick inning, that's when you really need to grind out some at-bats. He's done a good job of that, and that's really big when you're hitting towards the bottom of the order.
This one misses, and that'll fill the count here. 3-2 with 2 away.
Good running count right here. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, runner on first. He'll be off to the races on this pitch.
Hit to first. And as it turns out, the 2-out walk doesn't come around to haunt him as that ends the inning. This one pretty well in the bag. Home half of the 8th straight ahead. The Cubs are on top 13-1. Here's Javier Baez. He'll see what he can do leading off the home 8th. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Takes a look at one catching the outside corner. As we head toward a conclusion in this one, I think it's fair to say that it's going to be a long time before you see a team perform like this again at the plate.
Yeah, the ability of this lineup to hit that many home runs, I mean, strewn throughout the line, it screams to the modern day of baseball. The 3 true outcomes, these guys aren't worried about hitting singles. They're trying to stop traffic over that fence.
D-Roy, it can't be better said. I think the day and age right now for pitchers is you have to approach just about every pitch like it's a 2-strike pitch. No get-me-over curveballs, no get-me-over changeups. Every pitch has to be thrown with a purpose.
Oh, and he misses it.
Well, I'm not sure they're going to award him a triple or call it a 3-base error, but the result is the same. He's 90 feet away from scoring, and it looks like they are going to give him an error, and I think that's definitely the right call there.
At the plate, Gary Sanchez. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. And that pitch catches the inside corner. So far this season, Sanchez is carrying around a sparkling slugging percentage up over 500. Obviously a huge threat every time he grabs a bat. Oh, and a half swing there on a pitch out of the zone. Indeed, it's strike 2. As a look, now the pitch. In under the hands with a fastball, it's 1-2.
Interesting sequence of pitches right there. A real ugly swing on a ball away, and it looks like the batter has a much better idea of what he's looking for after that second pitch.
Two and 2 to the Cubs catcher.
All right, no more hoping he's going to chase. It's 2-2 now. You've got to come up with the best pitch right here because this is definitely a strikeout situation.
The 2-2. Hot shot to third. Jeanette has it. A throw to the plate. And not in time as the run scores. Stepping in now is Mitch Haniger, who comes into this appearance in the midst of a 1-for-4 day. First delivery to him on the way. Thought he had the inside corner that time, but it missed for ball 1. The 1-0 home. Fouled off. Hit hard up the middle. The underhanded flip. Segura for 1. On Devato, a double play. Ready for another shot now. Trevor Story. He went deep earlier, and he's 2 for 4 to this point. Here comes the first pitch. And this one's nowhere close as that bounces to the plate for ball 1. Mm, 2-0. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Nope. 3-0. Cubs shortstop with a 3-1 count. The 3-1 pitch. Lifted in the air toward the line and right. After it is eaten. He's there to make the play, and that'll retire the side. So 1 run here, scored without the benefit of a hit, 1 error in the inning, and no one left. 9th inning coming up. Cubs lead it 14-1. Aquino is going to pinch hit here to lead off the 9th, and with his club already well down, he'll just need to try and get on base here. 9th inning begins as the first pitch is taken for ball 1. Now the 1-0. Taken, strike 1 outside corner. Aquino playing here in his age 26 season. This is his 2nd year as a major leaguer. Left side. And that's through for a hit. The 9th inning's underway with a leadoff man aboard via the single.
Boy, another base hit, and hopefully not another stranded runner, Mark.
Yeah, I can't tell you how frustrating it is for the offensive team not to be able to pick their pitcher up. A lot of traffic on the board. Somebody's got to come through.
Here's Billy Hamilton standing in. As he'll take a breaking ball too low, and it's 1-0. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. The 1-0 home. Misses, ball 2. Now the 2-0 is taken for a strike. Little chopper back to the mound. There's one. Return throw not in time, and that turned into a closer play than I thought it would at first sight. In now is Adam Eaton. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. First pitch on its way. Very weakly on the ground. That rolls foul for strike 1.
This is a tough spot here to turn 2 off this guy at the plate. One of the things you really have to make sure defensively, to make sure you get at least 1 out. Don't try to turn that double play. If you get the sure out at second, take that, and if you get it at first, well, that's just an added bonus. But make sure you at least get 1 out in a spot like this.
1-1 to the Reds' leadoff man. Now the 1-1 pitch. Misses down below the knee. The 2-1 home. Even count, 2 balls and 2 strikes. This is hit the other way out toward left field. Harper has a read on it. 2 gone. Stepping in, Scooter Gennett. He flew out in his last at-bat. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Now a swing and a ground ball. This should do it. Throw on to first will be in time to get him. And the Cubs have taken the rubber match of this 3-game set as this ball game is over.
And this will wind up being one of those kind of saves you used to see back in the 70s. I'll tell you, he was on fumes at the end there, but he found a way to get it done.
14-1, the final tally here. The Chicago Cubs rack up a division-leading 40th victory of the season. Yu Darvish earns his 6th winning decision in this one as he allows only 2 hits in 5+ innings of work. Luis Castillo allowed 7 earned runs to cross the plate in the losing effort. So that's it for us this afternoon. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, log on to theshownation.com.
Time of the ball.